What is up, legends? We are back with another HypeWatch. I believe this is episode 72. If you are new to HypeWatch, what we do here is we talk about games that are coming out during the week or already out, and give you the hype, the latest hype that's gonna come in. Like the last three things that I have to actually talk about is like major hype. So let's just get right into it. Oasis Bistro just came out. It is an EU game, so naturally when you think EU, you think straight up idle. You're not gonna do a whole lot in the game and just have some fun to go about your business, and that's pretty much what's going on with this. You run a cafe, and it reminds me of like the anime shows where you just cook and stuff like this, but it's like an idle type of thing. Those of you who ever played those Facebook games, like the cafe Facebook games where you run a cafe, or you nightclub City, if you guys remember those games. Nightclub City is amazing. I would play Nightclub City now if it was still out, but I don't think it is. So let's move on to the next one. Relic Heroes is kind of like a tap/idle, a game where you can actually get, characters, come in, get gear, take on monsters. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Not a lot of downloads on it. Just recently came out, so I just wanted to put it up there. Not necessarily something that I would cover, however, but I just tend to like to show games, even if I don't cover them, just to give them coverage, because for whatever reason, like I said in the previous video, when I don't cover stuff, a lot of people don't cover it. Like they just ignore that the games exist, and I don't like that, so just try to put them in HypeWatch. Euroblast, a waifu dating sim. Now I know what you're thinking, like what? This is a 3 puzzle 3 ping type of game. It is a dating sim, but as you can see, like a match 3, 3 ping 3 puzzle type of game. And I heard that this part of the game with the waifus, and you can get different types of unlocks and stuff like that. That's kind of interesting. That's different. So I figured I would put it here. Obviously got a cute dark skinned waifu. Like I downloaded it just because of her, literally just because I was like, let me see how it is again. And then she like hates me. So like I was like, all right, well, uninstall. But I just wanted to see it, see if it's something different from the usual waifu simulators, because normally they're usually all the same and super cheesy, but this is a little bit different when it comes to that. So I just wanted to put it out there. Next up, we have Live Evil. And Live Evil is an idle game. It's a little bit different though, because depending on what you choose and how you level, depends or will change how your character attacks. And that, like, normally you would think like idle and they'll just do whatever idle, but if you choose certain things combined together, that makes your character attack differently, which is kind of like a rock paper scissors type of thing, but a rock paper scissors times 3, because you have 3 different situations or 3 different items, so it changes what you do and how you attack, like if you attack faster or slower or something like that, or if you guard break or stuff like that. So I found that kind of interesting, so I wanted to put it out there for you guys to see. Next up is Magic Lord. This is another idle game, obviously, but has some cool characters and cool character designs. I want to actually put it out there because I have a little bit of flavor to it, and let's let you guys see it. But again, it is pretty much a idle game, and you may or may not be into that. Next up, we have Idle Heroines, which is again an idle game, but it's all waifus. And I know people like their waifus, so again, we want to put it up there, let you guys get a chance to. As you can see, it does have modes that are pretty interesting. Not a lot of downloads again. Just came out. Literally, like, I picked a good time to actually do HypeWatch, because this stuff usually just pops out, and then I can just get it early. Even though you see it 2 days later on Sunday, but still, it's still early downloads, so you guys may not even know that it exists, and then you will. Next up, we have Arena Mania. Which is a card turn-based battler, basically. That's what it is. And this is a little bit outside of the idle genre, but people saying it's kind of good. I have not played this personally myself, and I just found out about it literally when I was looking at most of my review stuff for HypeWatch comes from emails and people suggest stuff to me, and this was suggested, and I was like, oh, okay. And it's supposed to be cool, stuff like that, but it may just be another idle type of fest, but it does have a bunch of downloads for something that just recently came out. Not a lot of reviews, because obviously it's just been out like a day or two or something like that, so we'll see. Ember's Last Duel. This I actually tried and found that it wasn't really for my channel, because it's an RPG manager, but I just recently got Neverland, which is like, I believe, like the king of RPG managers. Definitely better overall than this game, but not to say that this game is just that much terrible, but it's just more the same and they don't do anything outside of that. But I did want to put it up because this does have a genre and people like it, and you see a bunch of reviews up already right now, downloads at 10K. And some people do enjoy it, so here it is. Wait, didn't I just do this? All right, let's get rid of this then. Unknown Evolution. Now we're over on the side of pre-register. Unknown Evolution is kind of lit, and hello? You're just not gonna do it, huh? The reason why this was kind of interesting is that it gives you a little bit more flair. It kind of feels like a Diablo type of game, even though it's a little bit idle and stuff like this. So you see like the movement type of spells and things like that, where you're gonna have to have placement and use dodges and use builds and stuff like that. And this is my jam right here. These types of games are my jam. I like this type of stuff where you gotta get good. So hopefully it'll be pretty lit. I pre-registered, as you can see, on TapTap, so I'm just putting it out there for you guys to let you see. Let's see, somebody say something? Nope, it's a bunch of people liking the Tom and Jerry. I don't know. See, here's the thing, real quick. I'm gonna say this. I don't know. This person called me Obama, by the way. I don't know. That's racist. I don't know why people like the Tom and Jerry review so much, because I literally just ran around scared with Jerry the whole time. But up on TapTap, people just are liking that review a lot. It's a lot of people talking. So, that's what you just never know what's. And then it got a lot of views on YouTube too. And I was like, this is kind of old. Like, what? You just never know what's going to be hype on YouTube and what isn't. No, at least I don't. Anyway, Nikkei. The pre-register is up, and it has a pre-register PV trailer up right now. I didn't put it up on the channel because I didn't even see it in time. It was there for like 3 or 4 days on their channel. I was like, everybody probably know by now, so there's no point. But the pre-register is up right now. You're on pre-register, go ahead in. So we're going to be seeing this soon. This is definitely hype, and this was a hype before for HypeWatch, which is why it's not the main hype right now, but I did want to mention it so you guys could partake in that in pre-register. Next up, we have After Image, which we did a little bit of a preview on this before. This is Castlevania-like, and that's also my jam. A little Salt and Sanctuary like this, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of platforming and getting gear and stuff like that and getting good. So I really can't wait for this one. It has a lot of pre-registrations right now and followers and stuff like that. So definitely hop on this one and follow it because it's going to be lit. Next up, Grand Theft Auto Trilogy. Now, I thought originally when I saw this that they were talking about the PC version, but they recently have added that it's going to be on mobile, on iOS and Android. And I was like, what? Who want to play Grand Theft Auto on mobile? But look at the pre-registrations. Almost 1 million, dog. Almost 1 million. And you don't really see that a lot on TapTap. Outside of a shooter, basically the shooters get like that, like Call of Duty or something like that, or PUBG. Wow, that's all I can say to that. Prop Night is also lit. This is kind of like a Dead by Daylight type of clone, but what essentially can happen is that you can turn into a prop and then hide from the killer. Like you can kind of just get slick, and then like you see, like, that person just made themselves a chess piece, and then just run around and kind of fool the killer, and then even attack some of the killers too. And then you can be a killer and then come after them and then catch them and then put them in chairs to brainwash and kill them. Yep, that's pretty much what this game does. So that's the thing. Yeah, and it's actually a pretty lit game overall. Next up we have EX Asterix, which is this was supposed to like have like a CBT and everything else. I don't know what's going on with this game. However, here it is, and the pre-register is up on TapTap, so you guys can take part in that as well. And you see people have been doing videos on this, like talking about it and everything else, but nobody really has any type of real hindsight on it going on right now. But I did want to put it up on HypeWatch to let you guys know about it. All right, next up is the first hype, which is I'm gonna have to refresh because that's just what Billy be doing too. Wuthering Wave has just put out a note basically saying that they're gonna be testing and send out a test, and you see I have a reserve, and this does not mean that I'm gonna get into this right away. It just means that I have a reserve, and then maybe I'll get invited, and I'll have to check my email and to see if I do get invited, all type of stuff. But if you are interested in Wuthering Waves and you want to try to get into the CBT, this is the only way. And you see how many people, like this is close to 1 million too. It's really not a good chance, but it does happen occasionally that you'll get in. Being an influencer helps as well. That it helps a little bit. Like I get stuff sometime, and then sometimes I just don't get it at all. Also helps to have friends, and then everybody just try to get in, and then you know, and then somebody just sends you, like if they get in, then you just use their account or something like that, which is surprisingly in China is not really that much against TOS. For some companies it is, but not every company. I don't think this company does it either. But again, I just want to point out, because people ask me on Wuthering Wave videos that I've done already, like, which is basically trailers, which I showed this trailer, and I got asked for this trailer how, because they found out about the CBT, how I get the CBT, and this is literally how you have to do it here and sign up. And you can go to their actual website as well and try and sign up, but there's still no guarantee. So, and last but not least is Tower Fantasy. Tower Fantasy has a 2.0 trailer that's out, and this is the last thing for the video, by the way. People are this is the same problem that Seven Mortal Sins has. You have part of the community who's upset because they don't feel that they have a lot of time to get free currency with the way that the things are moving and stuff like that. And I don't know, like that seems kind of like you just like you want to hold everybody else back in the game because you feel that it's just going too fast for you to keep up, when it really is you're just supposed to be playing properly and figure out which things that you want to use, and if you do that, you should be fine. You can't summon on everything as free to play. You got to save. It sucks, trust me. I don't like that sort of gameplay either when games do stuff like that, but that's just how things are when it comes to games like this. You have to pick and choose your battles. And if like when Nemesis came out, you like everybody should have just re-rolled if they wanted Nemesis and did the best they possibly got, the perfect re-roll, get Nemesis 2 or 3 times, and then wait for her to come back and re-roll or something like that, then finish her off or something like that if that's what you want to do. Now that Frigg is out, if you want to go for Frigg, then go for it. But know that as a free-to-play, that back-to-back banners like that, you run the risk of not getting anything. And that's just how Gacha is. That's just how all Gacha is at the end of the day. So people being upset because they can't freely do that, that's just on you at that point in time. I'm not going to be going after everything. I'm thinking about not going after Cordia, because if I do, I'm going to have to pay for it, because there's no way I'm going to have enough currency to make any type of dent on that. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to make any type of dent whatsoever. Cordia going to be looking at me like, boy, what you here for? I cost money. I cost money like Frigg costs money. I'm expensive. I'm a waifu. You going to have to spend, boy. That's what she going to say to me. So that's what's going to happen. The 2.0 looks lit. I stopped before, a little bit before the point I am in global right now, so I actually didn't get to experience all of that like some of the other people on CN, and I'm not going to do it now anyway. There's no point in playing CN anymore, in my opinion, for me anyway. Other people are doing it. There's plenty of creators that are doing that, and they can have at it. I can't play 2 different things at the same time, because I got big news to tell you after this. And I think that 2.0 is going to be lit. This game, they just need to get the content out as they do. Every 2 weeks, big content, do it to it. I think that's great. I think that's great for the game. It's doing really good. Is getting up there and pushing some Genshin numbers. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they could just push content out and then make money. Frig made a lot of money. Nemesis made a lot of money. I got nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, people are gonna have issues with that, but I don't. Like, put your content out, Holder. Do whatever you want to do. As far as what I have to say real quick is that the company I work for that sponsors a lot of my videos actually wanted me to branch out a little bit, which is going to affect how I do videos. And what that means is that now I'm going to be doing more PC stuff along with the mobile. And what that does is that pushes out the syndicated stuff that I do. So you're going to see less syndicated stuff outside the Tower of Fantasy, because I'm a Tower of Fantasy creator. In Dislight, I'm a Dislight creator too. I'm a Punisher Grey Raven creator too, but Punishing Grey Raven, it has a weird creator program. I don't know what's going on in that. I be trying to help them. I don't know if I can help them. They on some next stuff. And here and there, Seven Mortal Sins. Outside of that is going to be mobile reviews and PC game reviews now. I don't have to pay for the PC games because what initially happened is that they were approached to extend their type of coverage on PC games. And they said, do you have a PC game reviewer? And then they referred me, and they said, well, it looks like he used to do it in the past. Well, does he do it now? And part of the reason is you have to pay for that stuff. And I'm like, I'm not buying every PC game to review it. And they basically said, okay, you don't got to worry about that no more. So I was like, cool. If y'all gonna pay for the games and give me the games to review and tell me to review, I'm all for it. There we go. That's one of the reasons why I stopped doing it, because I'm like, I'm just wasting money out here. Initially what ends up happening, and then when you do a review on a PC game and it costs $30 to $40 to $50, sometimes even $60, you needed to hit like 10K, like 20K views to get your money back for what you spent on doing the review, or it's just not worth it anymore. But if they're going to start and if they're doing what they say do now, and I'm just basically going to get the games for free and then review them, as long as I follow NDA rules and things like that, I'll do that. I will personally do that. Again, that's going to affect what I sit in. Now, I'm not going to have time to do all of the syndicated stuff that I normally do. And what I mean by syndicated, I mean like Blue Archive. I mean like stuff like if I do Epic 7 type of stuff. If I do, I don't even really do a lot of games anymore, so I guess this is really gonna not be an issue. But anything that I would do every 2 or 3 times a week outside of the stuff that I'm partnered for is probably not gonna happen anymore, because I'm not gonna have time for it. So it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing if people want to see me like conditionally do stuff. Like I get it that people are here for certain games and stuff like that, but I keep telling people at the end of the day, I'm a game reviewer. I'm not a hype reviewer, and that's what that is. Basically, doing that every week is kind of being a hype reviewer. I was never really that to begin with, so that's what's going on forward. Big news, that type of stuff. It means my contract is actually going to be reworked, and I'm actually going to be making more money now because I'll be handling PC stuff. PC games actually pay a substantial difference more money to be covered than the mobile. The mobile market is pretty small compared to PC. PC is big news now. So if you start seeing my views and my subscribers like start to jump and skyrocket, that's probably the reason why, because the PC market is starting to pay attention to me in the genre and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's where we're going to be going forward from here. I'm actually really excited for that, because like as a content creator, to be recognized and just basically just given the free will of the gaming world to say, hey, we'll give you the games, review them. I'm very appreciative of that, and that's thanks to everybody who's been watching that I actually have the opportunity to do that. So I will catch you guys soon, and look forward to more Android reviews. My Android reviews is just I'm always going to be doing that, so don't think that you're not going to see Android reviews. It's just that all the syndicated type of stuff is probably going to go away at this point. And yeah, look forward to the PC stuff. So like and subscribe, leave those comments. Let me know what you guys feel about all of that. And yeah, it's just like every week it's like something new and good happens. And I'm so overwhelmed at this point because I'm also making games at this point. It's a good problem to have. Just to put it that way. So see you guys soon and happy weekend. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.